And now let's move from foreign lands to the deep blue sea. A new calamity is gearing up to affect our oceans. We're talking about deep sea mining. There's an urgent meeting taking place in the Caribbean island nation of Jamaica. It's to decide the fate of mining on our ocean floors. The clock is ticking. Countries want to start scouring the ocean floor for rare metals. But they need permission, a set of rules and regulations. You see, no nation controls the oceans. So its regulation is up to the UN. But as the UN scrambles to figure out what to do, more and more countries are insisting on a moratorium on deep sea mining. Our next report tells you why.
The world is over 70% ocean. You learn about this at a young age. But how much do we really know about our oceans? We know a bit about the ocean surface, but we've barely scratched the surface when it comes to the ocean floor. There are a few things we know for sure, though. One is that the deep sea is a fragile ecosystem, and two, it is full of minerals. We'll talk about the minerals and their potential in a bit. Before that, we would like to ask, would you disturb a fragile ecosystem, one you barely know anything about, for economic benefits? You don't know what will happen if the ecosystem gets damaged. You don't know how to fix anything that goes wrong. So, would you still go ahead with disturbing things in such a delicate situation? It seems so, because that's what some countries and companies want to do with the deep sea mining. As we said, the ocean floor is known to have minerals, metals like cobalt, nickel, and manganese. These are metals that go into making electric vehicle batteries and other green technologies. And they're reportedly just lying about the sea floor, in the form of potato-shaped rocks apparently. Sounds like an easy solution to all our green energy problems, doesn't it? That's what the advocates of deep ocean mining are saying. They want permission to start picking up these rocks. And they're pitching this as a solution for climate change. Yes, we aren't making this up. Those wanting to mine the deep sea say it's less harmful than mining on land. There's no proof of this, of course, because, like we mentioned, we don't know much about the deep sea. And, very conveniently, no one has made any promises to stop mining on land. It basically sounds like people trying to exploit yet another area of our planet. The consequences be damned. But despite the obvious risks, we're approaching a pivotal moment. The next few days could determine the future of deep sea mining. It's because of a chain of events set off by a mining company and a Pacific island. The Canadian conglomerate, the Metals Company, and the tiny island nation of Nauru. It's an island nation with no capital city, one major road, and about 12,000 people. In 2021, Nauru put in a request to mine the deep sea in partnership with the Metals Company. It filed the request with the International Seabed Authority, which has authority in these matters. It's a UN body based out of Jamaica. Now, since this was the first time a country actively wanted to mine the ocean floor, the ISA didn't have a plan. But it was on a timer to come up with new regulations, a 2-year timer that expired on Sunday. But the ISA still doesn't know what to do. Over the last few days and months, more and more countries and companies have come out against the proposal.
I want to be very clear here. France will honor its commitments and remain true to what I have already said, which is why France supports a ban on all deep-sea mining. I take this position and I will bring it to the international fora.
France, Germany, Costa Rica, and a host of others are against deep-sea mining, as are businesses including BMW, Google, and Samsung. They want the ISA to impose a moratorium or ban on mining, at least for a few years while we wait for more scientific research. Meanwhile, there are countries like the UK, China, Russia, and India that have been exploring the seas, checking to see if it makes sense to begin deep-sea mining. Now, all eyes are on the International Seabed Authority. In the next few weeks, we'll know whether a new gold rush is on the cards, and if our oceans, like our land, will be at the mercy of human greed.